Hey guys, it's Alina here, and today I have another haul video for you. Today's haul is my most recent Hautelook haul. So before we get started, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you love haul videos and you want me to do more of them, because I'd be happy to do that. And let's just go ahead and get started. So if you don't know what Hautelook is basically a website similar to Gilt and Rue La La in the sense that they have events, which are basically a brand will put out a massive sale on Hautelook's website for like a 3 to 4 day period. So it's an opportunity to get really inexpensive clothing, home items, and especially beauty items. The trick is with Hautelook, you don't really know when a brand is going to pop up until like 3 days before the event happens. So you constantly have to be checking the website, and then you have to stock the site because once the event starts, you really have to jump on the items that you want because a lot of them do sell out. So I've done many Hautelook hauls in the past because I love Hautelook. I love their customer service. I love the items that I get, the prices that I get. But one thing I will have to note, and some of you guys may have seen this on my Twitter, I've been having a lot of issues lately with the shipping of the items. So many times I've received items that were broken because they weren't properly packed. They'll put like a bunch of stuff in a really small box with no bubble wrap, or they'll just send a box of pallets with no bubble wrap. I'm very disappointed with that because once you get the item, it's too late and you can't get a replacement. The only thing you can get is a refund. So if it's an item that you're really looking forward to, it does kind of suck. But it's, I guess, a part of the deal. I'm not sure why their shipping situation has gotten so bad. It's not every single time that I receive an item that's broken, it's every once in a while. But what I will say is if you do receive a broken item, take a picture of it and tweet them. You will receive a response within a minute. Like, they're so good on Twitter, and that's why I say they have excellent customer service. They will DM you, get your order number, and you will have your refund before you know it. So that is one thing that I definitely appreciate. I really wish that they would figure out their whole shipping situation, but just keep in mind that the people that manage their Twitter are not the ones that actually pack the items. So all they can do is give the feedback back to their, quality assurance department and their shipping department, and hopefully make sure that they get something done. But regardless of all that, it hasn't deterred me from shopping from Hautelook because I love the deals that I get, and a lot of these items I would not pay the full price for them. So it's an opportunity to try brands that I normally wouldn't indulge in. So I've been collecting these items for probably at least a couple months just because I wanted to have enough to haul. So I have 3 or 4 different brands here that I hauled from. So the first brand I'm going to talk about is Lorac. Lorac has come on Hautelook several times this year, and it's always an amazing event. So the first item I picked up is finally, I got the Lorac The Stylist palette. I actually saw this in a previous event that they had, but it had sold out because I wasn't paying attention and I didn't realize that Lorac was coming back on Hautelook. So the palette looks like this. It's one of their little, 10 eyeshadow palettes. It looks like this. I honestly don't remember when this palette came out. And honestly, on Hautelook, sometimes you'll see things pop up that you're like, whoa, I haven't seen that palette in years. And all of a sudden, I guess the brand found some inventory and sent it to them. Oh, the other thing I will say about Hautelook is that it does take a while to get your items. They have improved on that. Like, it used to take months to get your items, but they've reduced it quite a bit. But the reason why it takes so long is because basically they put the event up, they get all the orders, and the brand sends the product to the Hautelook warehouse, and the Hautelook warehouse sends it to you. So that's why it's such a long process. If Hautelook attempted to store all these items, they would not be able to have so many events. They'd have to have the biggest warehouse in the world because they have clothing items, home items, and all that. So that's how they're able to give you such a low price, because they don't have to spend so much money on storing it. They're kind of like the middleman, I guess. The other palette I got was the Lorac Alter Ego Dream Girl palette. And I do have the Heartbreaker palette. I just never got the Dream Girl palette. So it was nice to get it at a discounted price. And it looks like this. I'm sure you guys have all seen it. It was a part of their summer collection. Super awesome. Very excited about that. So these 2 little trios, I was actually very surprised to see them because they've had a bunch of their little trios on Hautelook, but only recently did they release these 2, and I'm just like, where have you guys been hiding those? Because I have not seen them. These are their Starry-Eyed Baked Eyeshadow Trios. This one is Rockstar, and this one is Starstruck. I believe the regular price of these was like over $20, which is crazy, and I think on Hautelook I got them for $5 each. So, I mean, cheaper than drugstore, that's insane. I also got the Lorac Alter Ego Lip Gloss in Heartbreaker. I already have this shade, but I wanted a backup because this is a limited edition shade. and I absolutely love it. It's definitely my favorite shade of the Alter Ego lip gloss. The last Lorac item that I got is their 3D Liquid Luster, and it's basically like a liquid eye shimmer. And the reason why I got this is because one of you guys recommended it to me and said it was really great for sticking glitter on your eye. It already has a shimmer to it, but apparently it's really good to apply glitter. And this is in the shade Diamond. All right, so the next brand is Becca. So Becca is not on Hautelook that often, but when they are, I definitely get excited because that's one of the brands that I don't really like to splurge on. And so the first item I got that I was super excited to see is their Shimmering Skin Perfector in Champagne Gold. I believe this is probably the one that was created before the Jaclyn Hill like Champagne Pop. It is a full size, but just like look at that detail. Like look how pretty that is. I'm like dying. Amazing. I can't remember how much it was, but it was so much cheaper than full price. I also picked up 2 of their eye color quads. The first one I got is Galactica. And the other one I got is Astro Violet. So these quads are nothing special, but I got them to test out Becca eyeshadows because I don't have any. So I just wanted to try it out. So the next brand, forgive me for saying it incorrectly, Illamasqua? I don't know if that's how you're supposed to say it. But I went to town on their eyeshadow quads. And if you guys remember my tweet on the broken eyeshadows, it was the Illamasqua like quads. 2 of them were broken. So they come in a box like this. Look at this. This is their Fatale palette. The other thing that I love from Illamasqua is their nail polishes, but I already have all these shades. But when you see that brand on Hautelook, buy the nail polishes because they're 50% off and they are amazing. So here's the Fatale palette. This is the Compliment palette. This is their Liquid Metal palette. This is like cream eyeshadows. I got their lipstick palette. The Paranormal palette. This is the ones that broke. Sad. I could probably fix it and clean it up and stuff. This might be another one of the broken ones. Yeah, this is another broken one. This is the Empower palette. The Fundamental palette. The Reflection palette is another one that got messed up. It's crazy because it's like they're cream eyeshadows, but I don't know if it's the heat or what. So yeah, so those are the quads that I got. I also picked up a blush. It's a powder blush in the shade It's Excite. It's kind of like a coral shade. So that's what I got from Illamasqua. So the last brand is Pixie. So for those of you guys that haven't heard of Pixie, it's a really nice brand. You can usually find it at your local Target, but the prices are a little high for a Target, to be honest. So when it gets on Hautelook, I always get excited because it's so inexpensive to actually pick up the items that I've always wanted. I got a bunch of eyeshadow singles. So I'll show you each one. This one is Boho Bronze, Cocoa Haze, Nude Nouveau, Antique Gold, Bronze Beam, Alluring Apricot. The next Pixie item I got is one of their blushes. So this is in the shade Perkiest Pink. I also got the Pretty Eye Perfection palette. So I also got this really awesome face palette. It's their Summer Glow palette. And there's bronzer, there's cheek glow, there's eyeliners, all kinds of stuff in here. If I could get it open without hurting myself. It also comes with a little brush. So yeah, definitely excited to try those items. I don't own a lot of items from Pixie, so once I saw them on Hautelook, I was like, that's the time to try it. So those are all the items that I got most recently from Hautelook. I hope you guys enjoyed this haul. Be sure to give it a big thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe and check out all my other videos. Hope you guys have a good one. See ya! The panda's popped on out. What?